Hello everyone and welcome back to Roll with Life. In today's video, I am going to discuss what the CIH waiver is and how it's extremely beneficial for individuals with a disability and how it allows us to get all the services we need to survive and to thrive and be a part of our communities. So I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get on into the video. What is the community-based integrative habilitation waiver? The definition is the community integrative habilitation waiver provides services that enable individuals remaining in their homes or community-based setting. The CIH waiver also assists individuals who are transitioning from state-appointed facilities or institution in the community setting, home and community-based settings. The HCBS through the CIH waiver allows flexibility in providing the support necessary to help individuals gain and maintain optimal levels of self-determination and community integrative. That was the official definition from my state's website about the CH waiver, but my definition is it allows me to have services that help maintain my independence and assist me with everyday life. It's where I can, it's why I can have a place with a roommate, because my provider that I chose allows me to have 24-hour staffing, like my waiver states personally that I can benefit from 24-hour staffing. And it allows me to have a fulfilled life and gain independence and also maintain independence. And I use a residential company to provide all my staffing needs that help me throughout the day. That's one of the services that the CIH waiver allows me to have, and that's all determined by your algo score. Now, when you fill out the application, there's different levels of your abilities and your needs. The algo score determines where you're at in the categories, and because my algo level was at a certain number, it allows me to have the the funding and the necessary tools to be as independent as possible with my physical disability. This includes 24-hour staffing through a residential agency, which is provided through the CIH waiver, which is a Medicaid waiver service. It also allows me to have rec therapy, which is recreational therapy. So anything fun. This includes working out. This includes going on trips. This includes going out to eat, everything like that. With rec therapy, there's more in details, and I can do a whole another video on why it's important to have recreational therapy. But you can have these services because of the CIH waiver, and the CIH waiver is life-changing to so many. But it's important to know that it is a very, very long and emotionally draining process. It can be very emotionally taxing, for sure. The reason why I decided to apply for the CIH waiver is to have a sense of independence and be my own person, allow myself to be a productive member of society. And for me personally, it took 8 months to get the CIH waiver. They denied me for forever, and then it took 8 months for me just to get approved for the CIH waiver, and there's so many hoops you have to jump through. It's ridiculous. One of the things is there's different categories of how you can apply. So I applied for the health and safety portion of it because I thought that was the better chance. They denied me first, then I appealed the decision. I had to write a letter stating why I appealed the decision. Then I had to reapply, and then it's only supposed to take up to 30 days for a decision, but it took way longer than 30 days. It probably took 4 months. 4 months for the first decision, another 4 months for the final decision after I reapplied and sent in the application all over again. And we had to appeal the decision, and that was taxing in itself. And personally, I had help in the aspect of like getting it approved. But there's a lot of hoops you have to jump through, and it's important to know that not every state has a waiver, has a Medicaid waiver. So, there's only 5 states that actually provide um, services through the waivers. So, depending on what state you're in, please do your own research. This is how my state ran it. It's very important to keep on this process. It's exhausting, but once you finally get the waiver, it changes your life for the better. Now, does it fix everything? No, it does not fix everything, but it allows you to get more resources to live your fulfilled life. And it's a long, exhausting process, and that's why I'm an advocate for individuals with a disability that specialize in community. So, if you guys have any questions, please reach out to me. If I can help one through this process, then I feel like I've done my job. Because if I had someone that knew the ropes, knew, okay, this is gonna be like a year-long process or an 8-month process, then I would love any advice to give to anybody, because it is emotionally draining. It's definitely a need for a lot of individuals. It just depends on a lot of different factors to be able to be approved. But once you're approved, has it has so many benefits to help you be as independent as you possibly can and to live a fulfilled life. So if you're debating on getting on your state's waiver, I highly recommend you do. There's 2 types of waivers. There's the family support waiver, and then there's the big waiver, as people like to call it. It's called the CIH waiver. That's the one I'm talking about today. I was on the family support waiver when and that took 10 years to get on. And then when I turned on enough, I started the process of the CIH waiver, and it's literally changed my life for the better. So if you guys want to know any more information, please feel free to comment. And I will share all the knowledge that I have, and as well as if you want me to make a whole series about the CIH waiver and the process, just let me know. I might already be starting it, but this was an introduction to my story and how the CIH waivers impacted my life and how long the process was for me and what I had to go through, and I can elaborate more on it if you guys want me to. Just let me know. Thanks for watching. This is the role model rolling out. Bye.